Roll Women with personality journalist Nancy Collins.
Christine, what are the advantages of being a woman in rock and roll?
Same advantages of being a man in rock and roll, but money, prestige, interesting people to meet. Mm-hmm. I don't see it being any different for women as it is for men, really. Being harassed when you don't want to be harassed, but then again you figure if you're not harassed, you're in big trouble, you know?
You're not selling records.
Right. Well, I suppose the biggest pressures are if they're not on the road with you, then you never get to see them. Mm-hmm. And then if they are on the road with you, you get to see too much of them. I mean, I don't know where the happy medium is, really. But then again, it makes for good songs. The heartache, you know, the longing for, oh, I miss you, baby. So incestuous, it's ridiculous. In the nicest possible way. I mean, it just always seems to end up, because we never meet anybody else, we always end up going out with people that are all sort of integral part of the band. It worked for me and John for 7 years, and it took us a good 2 years to get over that within the framework of the band. Mm-hmm. And fortunately, our relationship hasn't suffered. In fact, we're better friends now than we were when we were married.
Would you recommend rock and roll as a way to be married?
No, not particularly. But I'd give it a second shot if I found somebody I wanted to marry. Like I say, I'm no spring chicken now, so, I mean, I just have no desire to have children myself. I might, you know, as I get to be older, I'd like to adopt some children.
Is it interesting or fun?
Oh, both.
Yeah.
There's also drag, you know, I mean, it's a hodgepodge of everything, really. I mean, especially now, of course, we've made a reasonable amount of money, mm-hmm. So there's nothing draggish about the actual touring, mm-hmm. or travelling. Mm-hmm. I don't like living out of a suitcase, but then I had a trunk made. So I've now got a travelling wardrobe, which is, you know, I mean, you can spoil yourself, you know. And now it's easy. I mean, everything is done for us, everything. Mm-hmm. But we've earned that. I mean, we earned the money to be able to spoil ourselves in that way, to make touring easy for us. We have a private plane and you know, a limousine waiting to, you know, right at the foot of the stairs in the plane. I mean, that's why we have to watch our weight a lot, because we never get to do any exercise. Male groupies? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're usually 18 and spotty, so I mean, I ignore them. Women, rock and rollers don't go off with male groupies. I mean, it just as simply isn't done, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, not in our band it isn't. It's just give them their autograph and send them on their way.
But you know that I'll wait as long as it takes. You'll never make me. You'll never make me. Never make me cry.
So I had no idea that I was going to end up in a rock and roll band. I mean, I started off being an art student. I got my diploma, art teaching diploma. And then I don't know how, I just probably started playing the piano one night and something came out of my mouth like a voice. And someone said that they thought I could sing.
Did that surprise you?
Yeah, because I didn't think I could sing even after the first few songs I ever recorded. I thought I was awful, you know.
The songbirds are singing like they know the score. And I love you like never before.
What does money mean to you?
It means a lot and a little at the same time. I've been in this business for a long time now. You know, like I told you, I'm nearer 40 than I am 30. So, I mean, I've been in this business for 15 years now. And I'm getting used to having some money.
What kind of things might you spend your money on?
A diamond ring, you know, a case of Dom Perignon, whatever I fancy, if I can afford it. I bought a Rolls Royce once and lost money on it, just because I fancied having a Rolls Royce, and then 6 months later it felt too sort of weird for me to drive, so I sold that and got a Jeep. Being a star, being rich, being able to do the sort of things that most people don't have the fortune to do, being adored.
Is being change your life?
I don't feel as if I've changed at all. I'm just richer.
So, being with Fleetwood Mac when you're 40, for instance?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me in the least. We'd probably be treading around the world still, in wheelchairs. And I don't know, I just really can't even, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
And does it bother you getting older?
No, I don't have much choice. I mean, nobody does, isn't it? I'd rather enjoy being my age than wished I was younger.
You said you didn't think you had a rock star personality. What is that rock star personality?
Well, you know, an extrovert egomaniac, which I don't qualify as being part of my character at all. I can be extrovert. Depends how drunk I am. But it hasn't been tough for me. I mean, it really hasn't. I mean, well, especially the last 5 or 6 years of my life, it hasn't been tough at all. We're pampered, are you kidding? We're spoiled to death. There's nothing tough about it. All you got to do is come up with some good songs and you're made.
What do you think is the most important thing to you personally that you have learned from being in the rock world?
I think I've learnt to be humble. I don't think money's gone to my head. I don't think being a star has gone to my head either. You know, in blunt terms, I am a star, you know. But to say those words doesn't really ring true to my emotions. I don't feel like an arrogant, you know, flippant bitch.
The business of rock and roll makes women tougher by virtue of the beast.
No, I don't see. I can see it happening to some people, but I don't. I never intended for it to happen to me. You don't have to be a bitch to be successful, you know, in this business.